Among small pest animals in the United States, one of the most fascinating is this guy, the chipmunk. Chipmunks are very small animals, usually only between 3 to 4 inches in length and 3 to 4 ounces in weight. But they can carry a large amount of material in their mouths, as you'll see as this one continues to feed. This ability to carry large amounts of food around allows chipmunks an extra measure of safety, as they aren't spending all of their time going back and forth to gather food. And it also makes for some fascinating video. I wonder if his cheeks get sore after all that. When you're talking about chipmunks in the United States, you're generally either talking about the eastern chipmunk or the western chipmunk. The eastern chipmunk can be found in the eastern United States and north into Canada. The western chipmunk can be found from the Yukon all the way down through the western United States into Mexico. This chipmunk is also prolific in northern Russia, China, and Japan. The one you're looking at here is an eastern chipmunk. Although chipmunks do not hibernate in the winter, their metabolisms and their respiration do slow down considerably during short periods in a process known as torpor. Usually an animal will go into torpor in harsh cold and winter conditions. During the winter thaws, the animal will stir, but rarely if ever leave its burrow, instead choosing to eat during this time. Most chipmunks store more food than they can eat during the entire winter. Chipmunks will typically build their dens under the safety of a stone wall. They also will dig holes in gardens, and that's what makes them a pest species, as they will feed on items in the garden. On some occasions, they can even find their way into homes. Usually this is through small openings such as those rats or mice would use to gain entry. One popular method of discouraging digging is to put hardware cloth around plants in the garden area. You can also use it around other areas such as the foundation of a home or around a stairway. You have to bury it into the grade by at least 2 inches to give this control method maximum effectiveness. You can also modify the habitat around the area you're protecting by moving large rocks, trees, wood, or any other debris that the chipmunk might use to shelter its burrow in order to make the area less attractive to the animal. The use of poisons as a control method for chipmunks is not recommended and is illegal in most states. Exclusion is an obvious part of a complete IPM control program. Seal up openings that might allow small rodents into the structure you're protecting. This can be done with the copper mesh material Stuff-It that you've seen Dr. Ted use on PCVN. Caulking may be effective in some areas as well. Also be sure to check for small openings around doors and windows. If it could provide an entry for a rat or a mouse, it could possibly provide entry for a chipmunk. And here's a tip from Stephen Van Tassel. Before you seal these openings, cover them with newspaper to see if they're active. If the newspaper remains undisturbed for 5 days, then you can close the hole as it is no longer being used. You'll have to wait a little longer in the wintertime. Before initiating any control program for chipmunks, be sure to consult the local, state, and federal wildlife laws that apply to your area of the country.